What's up, niggas? What up, niggas? My people. We are here to do it again. Saturday Night Live, niggas. Eloquently petty, articulate assholery. Uppity, Negro. Swag, niggas. And the first thing we do is spill coffee on ourselves. Yeah! Mr. O with the info. You got that. What's up, peoples? Shout out my members. Shout out my man, Rob. I see you in the building. Don't go nowhere. Alright? Mr. Beck, Lasani, I see you. Alright? I'll be waiting for brotherly love. 215. I know he will be in the building. Lucy, I see you. I see you. Alright? Hey, Doc, I see you. Marvel 318 always says, always remember to keep it 100. Not 100. 100, nigga. Megatron, I see you. Yeah. One day I'll get this OBN shit together. City boys, we up. Oh shit. Hold on. We ain't done yet. Reduce the value on that just a little bit. City boys, we up. City boys, we up. City boys, we up. City boys, we up. I know y'all been paying attention. There's a lot of shit going on this week, man. She-Hulk is a flop. You woke, you broke, niggas. We keep telling you, we don't want to fuck with this shit, man. You can't make the comic book genre not about us, man. That is our shit. We made you. What's wrong with these niggas, man? Shout out to Edward Anderson. Shout out to Bernard Raleigh and my usual team. T. Hassan Johnson, BGS and more. My man Megatron. Alright, I see you, JBA. We put him up on the screen there. Alright. Oh yeah, where all my uppity Negroes at? The uppity Negroes are in the building. We some uppity niggas. Let me explain. Last week, my podcast was called Uppity Negro Swag, but I spent more time talking about politics last week. Because I got hijacked by the conservatives. And let me tell the conservatives, whether you in the chat or whether you watch this on the replay, I am not attacking you. I do not attack other black men unless you are of the simp variety. I do not like simp. I do not play the politics game, okay? All right, Daw. What's going on, man? I appreciate you for jumping in here, man. We had a very interesting stream yesterday. Daw was a part of that. Shout out to Daw. Understand, uppity Negro swag. I want to explain to people. All right, before we get into this great escape thing. Uppity Negro swag, man. All right. This shit is beneath niggas, man. It's beneath niggas. And we're going to talk about, you know, this is definitely going to be an uppity Negro conversation. Because we talking about the great escape. We talking about escaping. We talking about we got to get out of this place, man. Okay? Okay? So we're going to be talking about the PUA'S, the passports. Okay? Shout out to the Andrew Show for low-key flaming Lucario a couple days ago. Flaming. Flame that dude, man. Yo, if y'all not up on the Andrew Show, and I'm just now getting up on him, man, but shout out to the Andrew Show. If y'all not up on the Andrew Show, y'all need to get up on the Andrew Show. Shout out to Ed. I shout out Electrician 480. Was good, bro. With a name like Electrician 480, you are an uppity Negro. You make money. You are getting bread. Okay? Uppity Negro swag, man. Whatever word you're comfortable with. He said uppity brother swag, uppity Negro swag, whatever. Uppity black man swag, FBA swag, ADOS, whatever. Whatever. I don't care if you're from the islands. Uppity island nigga swag. I don't give a fuck. Reggae swag. Uppity reggae swag, niggas. This ain't that. Okay? This ain't that. All right, we all up in here tonight. Salute. Big homie Coop, what's going on, man? What's popping, man? Yo, check it out, man. Uppity Negro swag, man. Black men are getting money like never before. It's not some shit I'm making up. This is facts. We winning like never before. Now, they might say, oh, but y'all ain't getting money like the white man getting money. It's his shit. I mean, we helped build it, but he's the system. I mean, let's keep it honest and keep it real. He's the system. It's hot in this motherfucker. Let me take this shit off. It's hot in this motherfucker, y'all. What's going on, man? K Dot, I see you. He says, let's see what he talking about. Let's see what K Dot talking about. Chinese women respect Chinese men. White women respect white men. Black women. Black men are the only group of men who are at battle with the world and with their own women. Let me say this, right? Let me say this though. You know, even with that, that's a fact. That's a fact. But let's also say this, right? Let's also say this, right? Because it's also, you know, it's always thrown in our face. Well, you know, y'all ain't doing what the white man doing. Well, shit, who is? I mean, they say Asians make more money than white men. All right. They say Asians make more money than white men. Well, shit, you don't see these bitches chasing Asian motherfuckers, do you? You know, I mean, divest, motherfucker. Like, you know, divest the right way. Because they say, well, the Asians aren't the system. Well, shit, then and under that premise, aren't they conquered? Isn't the Latin man conquered? Ain't everybody else conquered? So if we conquered, then everybody conquered, including the white men that ain't at the top. Because the only motherfuckers that's running this motherfucker is the 1%. I need to get colder in this motherfucker. Oh shit, I got this shit. What mode I got this shit on? This shit hot. Here we go. Yeah, man. Fuck y'all talking about, man. I mean, everybody conquered. Your ass is conquered. We women is different. Okay, well, shit. That means your options is zero, then, motherfucker. That means all these niggas is conquered. You don't want no conquered dick. Shit. All I'm saying is, yo, when it comes to this uppity Negro shit here, uppity Negro shit, this shit is beneath us. The shit that we're dealing with and that we're putting up with is beneath us. I be telling y'all motherfuckers, man. I said it on T. Hassan. Shout out to T. Hassan Johnson. I would love to see a day, because, you know, we were talking about evictions. Evictions. Now, black men been homeless. You know, a lot of black men been homeless than a motherfucker for a long time, and it was never a big deal. Nobody gave a fuck. They didn't build more men's shelters for black men out this motherfucker. But now, homelessness is a problem. Oh, the black woman is going through it. The black woman is going through it. Niggas is like, what are we gonna do about black female homeless? Shit, I'll toss a nickel or a quarter that way. I'll get you a coffee or a cigarette, but goddamn, you like the white man. You gonna be all right, black woman. You the white people are black people, bitch. You gonna be all right. They got shit in the system for you. You got shit in the system. Talk about white people or black people. You got shit in the system for you, black woman. Shit. You ain't, if you a homeless black woman in America, you ain't using your shit correctly. You ain't using your privilege, bitch. You ain't using your motherfucking privilege. Shit, you got privilege. We had already talked about it. Protected class. You're a protected class. You ain't using your privilege. Shit. You homeless shit. Get Metro PCS, pay $50 a month, and get an OnlyFans account. And maybe that's all the problem. But I'm not with no hashtagging, no movements to prevent any of the winter. Hey, my niggas, not y'all niggas, because y'all my niggas. But black man in America, please stop trying to save black women from the winter you're praying to come. We was waiting for this. We was waiting for this. Right? They got homeless shelters, yes. Homeless shelters with food and drink and shit like that. And your black ass can't come up in that motherfucker. Yo, it's hot. Hey, look, this Vegas, man. It's still warm out here. I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers on the East Coast, and the shit done went from summer to winter in a day. Just know that on the west side, it's still hot out this motherfucker, man. Mike, I see you. Carlton Banks, what's going on? Yeah, man, they voted for the winner, Carlton Banks. Shout out to Carlton Banks, one of my black conservatives. Like I said earlier, I am not attacking black conservatives. I'm only attacking the idea that any party is for black men. And yes, I expect them to be for me if they want my vote. But that ain't what we're here for tonight, fellas. We're going to touch on politics, but not right now. Just understand, shit is beneath us. Shit is beneath us. We are being dictated to by bum bitches. I'm going to say this again. Yo, we are being dictated. Yo, the most educated class, right? They the most educated, the most successful, this and that, and the most evicted, the most debt. We are being dictated to by a class of bum bitches. You understand what I'm saying? You got to have your shit together to bag a bum bitch. You got to have your shit together. You know what I'm saying? They by themselves getting evicted, talking about the only way they gonna fuck with you is if you a 6-figure nigga. Ain't that some shit? They need 6 figures. Bitch, you ain't got no figures. Yeah, no figures. And your figure fucked up. And your figure was figuring, then you get some figures. I'm just saying. Get your figure together, then you get some figures. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You are being dictated to by bum bitches. Now, this section of the conversation is the uppity Negro swag section. Understand, if you got your shit together, being dictated to by bum bitches. It ain't too many chicks with they shit together approaching men with they shit together. We know who they approaching. Gigi, what's up, man? You talking about the great escape tonight. Great escape because, listen, man, we done had the different conversations about what men need to do. This is one of those, G. This is one of those. Let me put them up on the screen. This is one of those, G. This is one of those What are we going to do now? Discussions. This ain't just the women nature, female nature. We ain't doing that tonight. We talk about what are we going to do? What is the plan? Okay. What is the plan? And this is one of those tonight. Because we've been talking about, I did the whole self-improvement thing and motherfuckers came from my neck. Okay, cool. All right. Fuck that. So let's move on to the next thing. If is that crazy, if it ain't worth that, if this is the environment that we're dealing with, if the environment is not conducive to being a productive and melanated with a penis, then we got to get out of this place. Understand, you got a bunch of different groups of people, different groups of people telling you, nigga, you weak. You weak, nigga, you lame, nigga. You lame, nigga, you weak, nigga. Because you want to get the fuck out of here. For a day, for 3 days, for a week, for a month, whatever your uppity Negro job allows you, right? You get a vacation. Motherfuckers talking about, we got our passports. We going over here, right? And you got cornballs like Bad Boy Membership. Them niggas is corny, man. You know what? My man Mike Gomez, he linked me to this video. I got a link to y'all. It's a whole long ass documentary on your man Steve Dean Williams, right? That shit is entertaining as fuck. And if some of y'all seen the shit already, I'm new to it. I just now see it. Yeah, G. This every week. This shit is off sync, man. Me and you got to talk about this OBS shit. You are OBS Jedi, and I'm Padawan, nigga. You got to put me on. But anyway, there's a lot of people hurt. There's a lot of people hurt by the fact that a motherfucker can get on a plane and get the fuck out of here. That's uppity Negro shit. Oh, you don't want us to leave your ass here to deal with the bullshit. Nigga, this is your shit. You deal with it. There's a lot of motherfuckers. My man said the Queen. Steve the Queen. I'm calling names. I don't give a fuck. Bring me the smoke, niggas. Because I'm the clownest of the clowns. I'm the justice of the justice. I'm with the shits. Y'all know this. These niggas is hurt. That motherfuckers. This ain't just about passport bros. When I say passport bros, I mean in the context of, like I said, a motherfucker. Yo, I see you, bro. I see you. My man Ruffin is in the building. This ain't about. I want y'all to understand, because I hear these conversations. I got dudes sending me videos and things like. I mean, I've been out the country, so I already know what it is. But what's going on? Nice, appreciate. Understand. When I hear dudes talk about passport bros, the first thing these guys want to bring up, and the Steve the Queens and the Lucarios and these types of niggas, is that niggas going out to pay for pussy, right? Now, number one, why do you care? That's number one, right? I want black men to shake off the shame and tricking. That's number one. I want in your uppity Negro swag, because the highest level of men fuck with escorts. Now, I'm not endorsing or denouncing this shit. What I'm saying is, if that's the way you must go, shake off the shame that comes with it. Because a lot of guys are dating in America, spending the money on dates so they can shake off the shame of tricking. They want to, if you're going out on a date and you're trying to get pussy, then you're tricking. Nigga, every nigga on a date is trying to fuck. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's put all the bullshit aside. Every nigga on a date is trying to fuck. Maybe that night, maybe another night, at some point, nigga, you trying to fuck. Under that premise, nigga, you tricking. I don't give a fuck. Fuck. I don't give a fuck. Let's keep it 1,000. Let's shake off the shame. Get to a point where your ego is above the shame. Let's start there. I mean, shit, the president that some of you guys, you know, especially the conservative guys, fuck with, had a mail order bride. Shake off the trick shame. These chicks are selling pussy in the open, and they're not ashamed of it. They're not ashamed of it. These chicks, fuck them, then I get the money. Fuck them, then I get some money. Fuck them, then I get some. They got songs about fucking niggas and getting money. Y'all niggas is ashamed. They bragging. They done shook the whole shame off. They done had the slut walk. The slut walk was years ago. It may not seem like it, but the slut walk was some years back. These chicks been said, yo, we sucking mad dicks and fuck what you think about it. So the response to that is shake off the trick shit. Mind you, again, when I say trick, I'm not talking about that spending money in hopes of getting pussy shit. If you got more time, more money than time, right? This men got more money than time. Turn it off. There's men more money than time. This is how a lot of tricking works. When you have more money than time, you trick. When you have more time than money, then use your game. Game, right? Let's talk about games. Let's talk about these game coaches, baby. I don't know if anybody's seen, and I'm gonna link this video in this shit. Your man Andrew put Lucario on blast. Put that old decrepit ass broad that this nigga's talking like, oh, my chick is a hot chick. My chick is a hot chick. Yo, shout out to Andrew. My man put the video while Lucario sitting there talking to him, right? Talking about, yo, I'm teaching these niggas game, right? My man Andrew said, yo, let me, I wish I could pull a video, but I can't right now. My fucking HDMI shit is fucked up. But yo, Andrew put that video on. And you seen this nigga walking next to Chelsea Handler, right? This nigga had the bag lady. Yo, this chick had the hammer pants on. You know what I'm saying? That chick shorty looking like his foster moms and that motherfucker that you know what I'm saying? And this is the man that's selling you a game course. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm not going now. This I'm gonna say, because I don't want, game coaches, man. All these dudes that's talking the most shit about niggas traveling. Yo, check this out. Yo, I'm not impressed by most of y'all niggas, women. I'm not. I'm looking right in the camera when I say this. So if a nigga, hey, he made a video about y'all. If y'all looking at this shit, Marcus said, I'm not impressed by y'all results. Y'all receipts is trash, nigga. Now, I've said it time and time again. I ain't a dating coach. I ain't a dating coach. I ain't that. I'm not a dating coach. But understand that my results is better than yours. And I don't need to date old broads so that I could feel like a chick is spending money on me. Oh, I'm going to teach you game so I don't have to spend nothing. Nigga, just you living off a bitch pension, nigga. You living off her 401k. Bro, that is old shit. I was doing that in my 20s. Dating older chicks and they spinning. That's easy. That's easy shit. You're saying, I'm gonna teach you how to get hot chicks. Then you go everywhere to defend that your bitch look whack, talking about, oh, y'all niggas is validated by chick looks. Nigga, that's your whole game product. That's your product, nigga. You selling the idea of niggas bagging hot chicks. And then the nigga gonna say, well, she's hot if you say she's hot. No, nigga, hot is not subjective, motherfucker. Not for the most part. Now, I know me and Gomez, we went back and forth on this. Hot is a universal term. It's based on consensus. Everybody is not going to be attracted to the hot chick, but most men are. Most men understand what attraction looks. We know what attractive people look like. We know what attractive people look like. Nigga is charging $4K to teach you how to bag old, decrepit broads. That bitch is menopausal. Talk to me about that shit, nigga. Ain't this the nigga that was on I Love New York, got dissed by New York? Nigga, New York dissed you. She ain't no dime either. Nigga, that was the time for you to display your game, nigga. Who's paying this nigga $4,000? If you got $4,000, to throw, fly your ass out the country, man. You'll have change left when you get back. Fly your ass out the country. These dudes, all of them, whether it be Lucario, Steve the D, yo, and that nigga hiding his woman, Steve. And he's the worst of the three. I don't know the third guy that's with, I don't know his name, but the Steve and Lucario, yo, these niggas is sorry, man. Like, goddamn, like, yo, I watched this shit on Steve, and it's worse than I thought. These the niggas that's gonna teach y'all how to do it. I'm hearing Steve is married almost 20 years. This nigga been married since before the internet. Married or in a relationship, I don't know the status, but yo, you out the game, player. You can't tell nobody nothing about what's going on right now. And these are the niggas whose bottom line is threatened by niggas trying to get the fuck out of here. It should be obvious. And I'm watching Andrew's chat, and you got some gassed up ass niggas. Hey man, you don't understand. Yo, then he got game, y'all. Y'all niggas just mad. Mad at what? I don't envy these niggas. Yo, Lucario, I looked at his I went to his YouTube channel. This nigga has 60-something thousand. If y'all niggas don't believe me, when this shit is done, go to Mr. Lucario shit. This nigga got 60,000 subscribers. And when he goes live, he gets 3,000 tops. And these videos are weeks old. Nigga, nobody's listening to you. Nobody's listening to you, nigga. Maybe once upon a time, nigga, but you're wilding out now. You're wild. Your shit is wild now. Nobody believes you no more. Your shit has been put out there. Y'all niggas better go get a job or something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas better go get a job, man. You know, nobody's paying 4Gs. And the nigga going to say, yo, black women, oh man, if I had that video, if I could pull it up, this nigga gonna say, hey, y'all talking about black women got attitudes. I'm gonna try to pull that video up. Black women got attitudes. No, they don't. They surrender to you if you got gay. Let me try to pull this video up. That's what he said, right? He said that black women don't got attitudes. It's just that you don't have game. Shout out to Mike Gomez. Mike Gomez sent me this video. And this is, let me show you how full of shit your man is. Right? Let me show you how full of shit. Let me grab this shit. Let me scroll up. Just give me a second. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the guy that's trying to get 4 racks from you. 4 racks. $4,000. $4,000 for his game coach. Yo, you gonna have to have like testimonials out this motherfucker of successful people that done spent that bread and are saying, you know, and with a woman, like, here's me, here's my woman. I did bad boy membership. I did bad boy. Oh, here it is. I did bad boy membership, and you know, here's my success story. So, you know, like I said, your man said, I'm trying to get this full screen. Your man said that black women in America, you know, it ain't them, it's that you just ain't got game. Hold on, let me pause that. Let me bring that up on screen. I'm gonna do a share. He said black women ain't got attitudes. Y'all niggas just ain't got game. Y'all just ain't got game. What up, Ty? I see you. So let's go to this Chrome tab here. So, all right, gentlemen. Right. So this is the guy that says, you know, y'all niggas ain't got game. Oh no, he said, yeah, black women don't got attitudes. But my man sent me this video from a while back. Check this shit out here. Check this shit out.
Popping with you, bro.
Exactly. Eagle speed, you got it right there. Matter of fact, the live stream is done. We're done. Just read that what Eagle speed was.
He said black women are single because they're too masculine and won't submit to the man.
Facts.
That is true.
Facts.
That is
some
true.
black women.
Facts.
Right.
And the ones that are single these days,
we're gonna get into this.
A lot of them don't know it, but that's their problem.
We're gonna get into this. You understand what I'm saying?
We gonna get into this. It's because they're masculine and they don't know how to submit. That nigga, that's what niggas was telling him. But he was telling niggas, y'all niggas just ain't got game. It's y'all, it's not them. It's you. It's you, man. You know. Hold on, I'm trying to play this again. But yeah, man, it ain't them. It's you. It's your fault, bro. So give me 4 G's and buy my game course. You know what I'm saying? $4,000. My man won 4 racks for his shit, bro. He wants 4 racks. Who's giving this nigga 4 racks? Get the fuck out of here. He wants 4 racks. Every time this man blocked me on Facebook. Every time anybody asks this man a direct question, he's worse than a Mary Brown. These niggas are teaching you how to simp. They are teaching you how to simp. They're teaching you how to simp. All right. Big Kev 9539. Thanks for the super chat. Tell it to 600 Breezy. Dude is 6'4", 240 pounds with tats, a beard, and a deep voice. Despite treating his girlfriend very well, Raven Jackson, she still committed suicide from crippling depression, self-hate. Damn. Ooh. I didn't know about this shit. All right. Ghetto user. Support the show. I appreciate that. Ghetto user 49, man. I appreciate. He said, car down payment. Hell nah. Know what I'm saying? Hey, Rob, I'd rather be shitting on niggas. You know what I'm saying? $4,000. This man won $4,000. What's up, Micah? What's popping? It's funny. Your name is Micah, the comedian. Cat Williams' first name is Micah, and he's a comedian. Should have mentioned that a long time ago. But like I'm saying, yo, these are the niggas that are trying to keep you in a fucked up place because they make money off you. They're making money off you. 62,000 subs because this motherfucker's been on YouTube for years. So I'll imagine his following would be up, but nobody's watching, bro. Nobody's watching. Shit, I get half of your views. And I'm new to YouTube. Nigga. Yo, if you ain't clicked the like button, I gotta remember to say this shit. If you ain't clicked the like button yet, please click like. Thumbs up, nigga. Thumbs up. Click like. Give me all that shit. Give me the likes, the thumbs up. Do that shit now. You see that number go up. We got 90. Yeah. Thank you. Look, I'm watching the screen, niggas. I'm watching the screen. I want that number to move, nigga. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. That's right. I'm holding this bitch hostage till I get these likes, nigga. Yes, nigga. Yes. I appreciate that. Give me them likes. That shit is free, nigga. This shit is free 99. Give me them likes. Anyway. So moving right along, man. Moving right along. Let me say it's a show that comes on once per week. Why not hit the like button? It won't ruin your algorithm. No, it will not. It will not, man. And if you ain't subbed the channel, there's a lot of people probably in here that have not subbed the channel, man. Check it out. You ain't got to watch all the videos, but I promise you, if you sub this channel, you will love my community tab, man. You will love the community tab. Ask anybody who's subscribed to this channel. I get my community tab. I get it popping. I post all the shit that they block me on Facebook for, on YouTube, because they let me rock. Moving right along. The Great Escape. This is what I want to talk about, fellas. This is, and I need input. As some, I appreciate that. Yeah, community tab is lit. Yo, this is the question, right? So, okay. We did the whole conversation about, what black men can do to increase their success. We talked about the dating apps. We done talked about this. We done talked about that. We done talked about going to the gym, this, and that, and the third, whatever. A lot of dudes said, fuck that. We ain't doing it for these bitches. Check this out. We talking about passport bros, right? Passport bros ain't about American black women. Okay. Passport bros are not, is about getting the fuck out of here and fucking with attractive women, right? Submissive women, cooperative women, right? What I need to know from black men is when you travel, because often when people have this conversation, they make it about, yo, y'all just going down there to pay hoes, nigga. Maybe they don't want to pay hoes here. It's a better product for less money. So for everybody talking about niggas going down there to trick, y'all niggas tricking here. The only difference is tricking locally versus tricking out of the country. Shit that's made in China is cheaper. Okay. All right. Motherfuckers drive foreign whips, right? Big Kev says, tell that game cures everything crap to Deshaun Watson, 6'4", 200 plus, elite quarterback, didn't stop women from accusing him of sexual assault, right? Speaking of sports, we all been watching the, Malika Williams situation. Malika Williams going crazy on niggas on all these different shows and all these different topics and shit on I think it's ESPN, right? Guys, accomplished men, and she's talking down to them. This is the shit that I'm talking about. Uppity Negro swag, gents. You know what I'm saying? Now, Stephen A went uppity Negro on her ass. Right? Check it out, though. Again, this is the shit you're dealing with. Even the high value men are like, dealing with this shit. They're saying, well, if you pay all the bills and you're a high value man, you get submission. Nigga, no, you don't. It's a lie. The high value men are telling us, nah, nigga, it's the same up here. It's the same up here. Now, being a gentleman who is not broke, and I'm talking about me, I'm not chasing that type of thing. I've said it a million times. For the men who are, I want to know men's intentions when they're doing the passport bros things. The reason why I asked that is, why come back? I feel like this. A lot of men in this space, working hard, busting their ass, may be married, may not be married, may be single, may be dating. Why not stack your bread, get your benefits, get your 401k together, get your retirement shit together, and get the fuck out of here? Shout out to Dr. Neil. Dr. Neil, he said it himself. He said, America is a toxic place for black men. Now, this ain't me talking about no Pan-Africanism or none of that shit. That's not my thing. I don't preach that. Now, if you want to go to Africa, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Excuse me. Wherever you want to go. There's Blexit, the community. Yes, Blexit the shit. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? I think when Blexit is the community, you know, he's go conservative or whatever. I say fuck it all. As much as I debate with my right-wing brothers, I'm saying shit. Fuck all that shit too. None of this shit is to I've been get the fuck out of here. I'm not selling Africa, bro. Somebody said Africa. No, wherever you want. South America, Central America, whatever country you find you want, get out. Yes, get out. Yes, I was thinking that was going to be the thumbnail. Get out. Get out. Get out of here. Get out of here. And that's an uppity Negro conversation because you got a bunch of guys saying, well, everybody can't leave. Well, everybody can't leave, Marcus. Yeah, check this out. Check this out. I said, what up, conspiracy brother Joe? Shout out to Michael John. That's my man. Right? Yo, you got to do something. Listen, if I got love for my niggas, y'all my niggas. But if you ain't gonna go to the gym and you ain't gonna, go hard, get the paper, you ain't gonna do this, you ain't gonna all the other things you do for these women, right? Then it's like, okay, fuck it. Ed, what's good? Stick around, man. Stick around, Ed, because I'm gonna need you up in here. Understand, bro. If none of those solutions work, then we got to go. We got to go. They say, well, if you don't like your job, quit, right? If you don't like your job, quit. Understand. If these women out here, either you're going to have to leave the community or leave the country. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want what you're saying you want and it's not here, yo, the world is huge. I want men to understand, black men. I want black men to understand that America isn't the world. All right? Staying as a part of validating your manhood the way they tell it. Yeah, you got to stay and fight. Gotta save the community. Nigga, it ain't yours to save, nigga. You can't, you ain't, the driver's seat, the steering wheel ain't yours. If the car about to crash, you can't avoid the accident. You ain't in the driver's seat. Ain't that what they call you? They call you powerless. They called you conquered. You powerless rangers and all this other stupid shit. The powerless rangers. Dun, da, da, da. You're the powerless rangers, niggas. So how you gonna save it? Angry Man made a very interesting analogy. He said, Superman standing in the courthouse during the explosion with all his powers, he couldn't save nobody. Right? With all his powers, it's not yours to save. You don't have the handle. You don't have the steering wheel. It's not yours. It was never given to you. If you drive in the car and the car crashes, your fault. But if you ain't driving, nigga, you ain't get us lost and you ain't gonna get us found, motherfucker. What I've been saying. Look at the bottom right of the screen. It says SYSBM. Ain't shit changed. Ain't shit changed since the beginning. Understand SYSBM. So, the Great Escape. Every 4 years, we got to decide who to vote for. We got to decide a lesser of two evils, right? We got our women and their women versus some motherfuckers who may or may not like us, right? And we got to decide, shit, which one is better for us? And then when motherfuckers get in office, nobody does nothing about our unique condition. Nobody does anything to put our situation correct. All the shit that we talk about on here, nobody does it. Hey, man, for lack of a better term, man. For lack of a better way of saying it, man. Right? All I'm saying is, if that's the case, if you're going to go somewhere, you know, temporarily, and it's the shit, you might as well be setting up to get the fuck out of here. Now, if your situation is great out here, then I ain't talking to you. If you with a woman, even a black woman out here, and that shit is working for you, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the guys who this ain't the place for them. This ain't the place for them. Right? If it ain't happening for you, if the dating apps ain't working and all the women are, you know, they got the nasty attitude and they ain't giving you the time of day, man, you can monk up or you can get the fuck out of here. Everybody's trying to keep you here. The great Will Hunter, and for those that follow Will Hunter on on Facebook, he called America a sex prison. He called America a sex prison, right? Now he said some crazy shit on Facebook, which most of it I do not co-sign. My thing is, yo, just get the fuck out of here. Let's see what Ed talking about. You got fuck traveling. You got dudes that don't want to even leave their city for another one in the US because they got harassed. Hey, man, that's why it's SYS, yourself. Save yourself. Nobody is here to save you. None of these other men in the chat are here to save you. I ain't here to save you. Ed ain't here to save you. None of us are here to save you. BGS ain't going to save you. You know, you have fun at DR, huh? We all have fun at DR. Listen, this is coming from a guy who, I mean, for what I'm looking for, I find it. Again, you know, chicks is not hard to fuck women here. You know, at least that's what they say, right? That's what they say. Now, I don't want nobody come at me like, Like I'm stunting. But understand, like a lot of guys, I'm hearing a lot of guys saying they want relationships, man. And that shit ain't conducive to here, man. It's not conducive for a lot of black men. It's not conducive. And if you can't find a woman outside of your race, outside of your community, outside of your state, and Ed is right. I would say some of you guys got to move around. Move around, man. My man said Will is a sex socialist. I do not believe in sex socialism, but I'll tell you this much. If you go out of the country, that shit is the USSR of pussy, nigga. That shit is the USSR of pussy. You go down to DR, or you go down to Colombia, you go to Brazil, that shit is the USSR of pussy. If you want to talk about, sex socialism, sex communism, shit, that shit is the communism of bad bitches. That shit is the communism of bad bitches. And niggas will tell you, niggas had to drag me to DR. Now, Mike could tell you, because Mike was on the members only. Y'all missed the members only yesterday. I had Motor Monster on, and we talked some shit. So if you're not a member, look, I don't give a fuck if you do the $9.99. That video's still up. We talked some shit, okay? But yo, these motherfuckers have been telling me for years to come out. And, I'm a cocky motherfucker. Like, I don't need to go out there to fuck with them bitches. But I went. I'm telling you. Yeah. Wherever you got to go. I don't care what you got to do, man. But understand that hopping on a plane is some uppity Negro shit. You got to escape. Escape your hometown. Escape your around the way. Escape that shit. And even, if you ain't got no high paying position, save some bread up, man. Stop taking these chicks on these fucking dates and save your money up. Go everywhere you hear niggas go to. You gotta do something, man. I'm on your team. Escape, get on a plane. I don't give a get on the Greyhound bus. I don't give a fuck. You got to get the fuck away from where you at, where it ain't working. And if that shit ain't good enough, nigga, you got to leave this place. You got to leave this place. Shout out to my man, Masande Bay. Masande Bay been saying for years. When he gets good and ready, he's getting the fuck out of here. Whether you do it now, whether you do it later. Especially guys in their mid-30s, late 30s, early 40s, man, get that paper, bust your ass for a year or two, save that bread up. You go over there, you gonna be selecting a motherfucker. You gonna be selecting a motherfucker. This shit's still out of sync. I'm pissed. You gonna be selecting a motherfucker. Dada said, I take myself out on dates. You sound like me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't go out on no date. And no disrespect to matter of fact, nah, I'm gonna just say this. I don't go out on dates that I'm not invited on. I'm talking about with women. I'm not going out on a date. I'm not invited. I take myself. I go to hApp. I go to this place, that place. But when it comes to females, you got to invite me out. Real shit. That's a big ass number. What is that? 196,899,193 women and over 21 in the country, and you can't find one. That's very telling of the men and the women as a whole. Damn shame. I mean, I just free zone. I done spoke on this before. I said this, right? I feel like men should go outside and holler at women. Some dudes say they not into the cold approach. Again, I'm not gonna argue that shit no more. Niggas came at my neck for that shit. Cause they felt like I was telling them some game coach shit. I ain't get a dime saying it. I ain't about to tell you to holler at no old women. I ain't about to tell you to give me 4 G's. I ain't asking for no money, for no advice. I'm telling you, my man, if the shit ain't working for you, you got to shake and bake. You got to shake and bake. And I'm not blaming you. I'm saying if this environment, if you are a fish out of water, you can't breathe, you got to get the fuck out of here, man. You got to get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Ed, let me know if you're still there, man. I'm gonna shoot this link out because I want to talk to some people. But yeah, man. Jump on a plane, get up out of here, man. Don't put bitches on planes. Put yourself on a plane. Put yourself on a plane. Don't fly no chick out. Fly to a place. Fly to a place. And I've been telling guys also, stop paying for dates. Take that same money that you would spend on dates, spend it on yourself. Get you some nice threads. Get you a nice whip. Get your shit nice and lined up. Whatever you got to do to level up your look. Unless you a fly nigga already and you already doing that. If you think it might be your look, spend money on your look. Spend the money on yourself. I told Mike and them, I said, yo, man. I told him, I said, yo, man, instead of spending money on dates, because if you spend the money on a date and you blowing a bunch of bread on that date, you are impressing one woman at a time, each date. But if you spend the money on yourself, you're going to impress the public. What's that parable that, why run and catch one when we can walk and get them all, right? That's what niggas is doing. Shout out to Romello. You better believe if you're a highest black man, you win and the other country see you. All that game shit is irrelevant. Do you know how bad it is if you gotta, if your bitches need a manual, you gotta pay a nigga $4,000 so that you know how to approach women in this country? You need a course on it? Nigga, 4 G's, that's college credits, nigga. You got to spend $4,000 to crack the black bitch code? That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. Let me see what niggas are sending me. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. $4,000. Yo, I'm going to teach you how to talk to black women. Now, again, it's like Ed said, I've said it before. I think game is really about social skills. And social skills is something that you can master, you can build up through practice. If you're a shy person, you should develop social skills for more reasons than talking to women. Yo, Romello, thanks for that. Thanks for that. Yeah. And yeah, if you're a high-priced black man, other countries see you. Right. 4 bands for bag lessons. Yes, 4 bands. That's what Lucario is asking for. I doubt that he's getting that. I doubt it. Where's the testimonials? Where the motherfuckers going to say they gave 4 bands to teach him how to bag bitches? I want to see it. Again, if you got 4 bands, get on a plane. You should not be giving a nigga 4 bands to teach you. Honestly, that's worse than tricking. Paying a nigga for game courses is worse than paying for pussy. You gave a nigga the money? Paying a nigga for game courses is worse than paying for pussy. I said it. It's worse. Nigga, you getting clowned. Niggas will sooner come out and say they bought some pussy than to say that they paid a nigga to teach him how to get women. It's worse. This nigga, you did what? And you paid him how much? You gave this what? I bet, nigga, you better have the baddest bitch. He better have the baddest bitch. This nigga Lucario said, if he thinks she's hot, then she's hot. That means everybody, all these whack bust downs that called Kevin Samuels and said that they were dimes. All the girls that said that they were tens. That means they hot too. That means they dimes. Because they said so. They dimes because they said so. That nigga said, yeah, that's my hot chick right there. That's what he said. That nigga said that shit with a straight face. Listen, I gotta give it to homie. That nigga Poker Face said that dry vagina white bra was a hot chick. That's my hot chick, right? He like, yeah, that's my hot chick right there. Go watch the video. Oh, and I was going ham in the motherfucking chat room. Going straight at him. Nigga's a whole fraud. That nigga said that hammer pants, looking like June Cleaver in hammer pants. Looking like I Love Lucy in hammer pants. Matter of fact, no, looking like Ethel. This girl looked like Ethel with some baggy vinyl, whatever the fuck that shit was. I had my man Mo. Niggas will tell you, yo, okay, he's polyamorous. He's in the swing parties and shit. Listen, man, again, I've been around a lot of that shit. That's not a flex. That's not a flex. Ed says, I said the same thing when those strippers were complaining about colorism in New York when it came to the clubs. I said, go to Houston, and they love darker town women with the big ass there. Now, Ed, I'm going to tell you this, straight out of New York, and straight out of that industry, this is what I'll say about that, right? Because I know the girls who was running that. I know Giselle, like that was Cardi B best fucking friend. I met them both at the same time. This is when Cardi was stripping. Understand. Is it colorism? Yeah, it definitely is in New York clubs. Now, yeah, what you're saying is right. Go to Houston. They love darker town women, darker women down. They do. But a lot of the women in New York, they go out of town to dance. Johnny Blaze used to dance in New York. She went down to Houston. She went down to Houston. Like, these are girls I know very well, very fucking well, right? She's like, fuck this, I'm going down south. And she's successful down there, right? Now, I will also say that the dark-skinned women in New York in these clubs are some of the nastiest attitudinous motherfuckers you ever want to come across. Because we threw parties and we knew who made money and we knew why. Right? So there's two sides of it, right? So yeah, definitely. Teaching men on how to put themselves on a negotiation, peacock beggar, a negotiation that is on her terms. Men, stop listening to women. You'll lose every time. You're not going to win listening to women. You're just not going to do it. Men's number one, downfall is listening to what they say they want. You got to watch what they choose. Consistently. Watch what they choose. Consistency is the best truth teller. Not just not words, actions, but not just actions, consistency. Consistency. Because an action can take place once or twice, but consistent behavior, that tells you everything you want to know. All right. Yeah, I'm just going on what they got. But you're right. You're right, Ed. You're right. And the answer is exactly what they did. They said, you said they should just leave. And that's what I'm telling dudes to do. You got to move around. You got to move around. If where you at, you ain't popping, you got to move around. You know, I know guys, photographers in the same game as me, and not only just photographers, guys who who did the underground locked door parties with us that got houses in DR. All right. Said I'm not arguing whether it was or wasn't, but at the end of the day, you're not going to change that because that's non-black men driving that shit and the money is driving that shit. Nah. I mean, it's at the top, depending on like the real clubs is definitely non-black men. The underground shit that we was doing, it was us, right? But I get what you're saying. At the end of the day, like the clubs that they're complaining about, they're not complaining about locked doors. They're complaining about real clubs where these girls are working the bar and this and that and the other. My boy started that stripper bartender shit. I know the nigga that started that. He changed the fucking game. All the Bernie's Burgos and all of that shit, my man. Okay? Understand that, yeah, a lot of these clubs is run by Italians. Let's call it what it is. A lot of them is run by those people. And yeah, they're gonna put up front who not only is customer friendly, but this is what the guys is choosing. So again, it's New York, and like I said, if you want to be the choice, go where you appreciate it, right? Ain't that what they say? Where you're not tolerated, where you're appreciated. And understand, men, start playing by these women rules. They always talk about self-love, self this, self that, and self-care and all this other shit, and speak your truth and all of that shit. Take a page out of their book. Me personally, I found the most success doing shit, approaching shit the way they approach it. Okay? How they do their trap posts and thirst trapping and all of that shit. I'm telling you, that shit works both ways, man. That shit works both ways. All the things that women do, the rude, like I say it all the time, masters do what they want, slaves do what they're told. Do as the masters do. Do as the masters do. Stop listening to them tell you what make you a real man, and stop listening to motherfucking simp niggas and niggas who look to profit off of you. These niggas do not give a fuck whether you win or not. They need you to lose because it's their bottom line. Romello, I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. He said, just because. Keep it 100. Hey, look, I appreciate that. Keep it 100. Check this out. I'm just telling you, these are people that are benefiting from you. They need you to lose. They need you to lose. My man said the star tenders. Yup. Star tenders. See, man, yeah, you from the town. It's my man shit. My man came up with that shit. All of Gigi and Bernice Burgos and all of them, man, all them girls, man. My man just came up, he just comes up with these ideas, and that shit took off. The star tenders, starlets, and this club and that club. You start naming clubs, man. But yeah, man, it's my guy, man. They all come from, he made them. Shout out to Hamilcar Barker. Currently conducting the 10 grand challenge on my uppity swag. Props to you. Yes, I appreciate that. Yo, 10 grand minimum emergency savings. All black men. That is the challenge. 10 grand minimum emergency savings. If you don't got it, get it. Save it up, no matter how slow. I don't care if you put 20, 30, 40, 50 towards it every whatever. Get that money up. It'll make you think differently and approach shit a lot differently. You know what I'm saying? But then you can jump on a plane and make moves. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Okay, so I just want to let y'all know I went and bought this fucking plug shit for this camera, and this shit doesn't work, and I gotta return it. This shit is not going to keep happening to me, man. I want y'all to work with me, but yeah, man. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate that super chat right there. But yeah, man. We're gonna have to do a change of environment, change of series, scenery, change of pace, whatever is working for you. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Gotta get the fuck out of here because this shit is not made for us. Understand, we are the least privileged motherfuckers out here, and we still doing it. It's crazy how this shit is basically set up for us to lose, and we're not totally losing. And these chicks talking about, oh, y'all number 2, why not be number 1? Bitch, you in last place. We talked about dating stats and all of that shit. It's about we number 2, why not be number 1? But you're last. Again, you are being dictated to by bum bitches. You're being dictated to by bum bitches. You know? Who put their cools out on my floor? You gotta be old enough to get that joke. Who put their cools out on my floor? We talking about some Billy Ray Valentine, George Jefferson, uppity Negro shit. I guarantee you, any one of you, all right, if you go down to any of these countries, what that nigga Memphis Bleak said, the baddest bitch is an average bitch. Nigga, your dick gonna get tired. So when you talk about communism, you talking about this is a sex prison. Yeah, Will Hunter, they said he's a sex socialist. Understand, down there doesn't matter. It doesn't matter down there. If you are enjoying your time here, stay here. If you can bag black women, bag them. If you are looking for anything serious, understand, even if you find something that may be cooperative in the short term, the long arm of the law is going to get your ass. And that's one of the main reasons I think that family men should get the fuck out of here. If you're trying to be a family man, understand, right or left. Right or left. I don't give a fuck what your political designation is, nigga. You're gonna be fucked. Unless somebody's pushing for those, again, the mandatory DNA, 50-50 custody, all of these things. We ain't talking about handouts. We ain't talking about social services. We talking about those things, nigga. These are real things, nigga. If that ain't the conversation, I'm telling you, the female voting bloc is bigger than us on both sides. Who elected Trump? White women elected Trump. Y'all better wake up. White women elected Trump. All that shit about feminism. Nah, white women elected Trump. My right-wing guys. Okay. So understand, while those women are not pushing for programs per se, okay, per se, things that would put women at a disadvantaged position, white women voted for Trump. So understand, it don't matter. It don't matter. apart from whatever your dating options are, the law gonna get you. The law ain't on your side. Black said, we're not doing it tonight. Just understand that they don't support mandatory DNA. They don't support, again, these are not things that they're offering white men. White men are fighting for this shit. And white men can't get it, no matter who's in office. So understand, right? Understand, right? Here, Ed go. I have yet to see a conservative white woman vote out laws that liberal white women want. I agree. I agree. Absolutely. So just understand that outside of whatever's going to happen to you in dating, right? Uncooperative women, this and that and the third, understand that apart from that, if you find somebody who in the moment, because everybody in divorce court and family court was agreeing at one point. They was agreeing at one point. Romello, I see you with that. You know, at the end of the day, them laws is them laws. Oh, shit. I see you, Deuce One. I see you. At the end of the day, them laws is them laws, man. You know what I'm saying? And if again, that ain't that what we talk about mostly here. It's how niggas get fucked over by those laws. Right? So I put the link up. Ed, man, what you doing, man? Ed be shooting videos in his car and walking down the street and all type of shit. I know you got time for me. I know you got time for me. Let's get it. Let's get it, bro. What's going on, man?
Yeah, man. What's up? I be doing shit when I'm inspired. I do shit when I feel like it. My shit is like a hole in the wall. Shit.
I feel you.
Underground shit. Like, you know, I'm actually about to start shooting videos while I'm driving, you know, through NC State, Duke University, UNC Chapel Hill. Give people some scenery. Take it a little bit one step off the dustbin.
So I'm bringing y'all in now because we ain't gonna be here all night because I got to get up early in the morning. But
yeah,
shout out to Aaron Peters. Salute Marcus in the chat. What's going on, bro? Aaron was in that members only last night, man. We was going bananas. But Ed, right? So I got Ed, I got Bay, and I got Bishop X, right? So I'm gonna start with Ed. Ed, so, and I was definitely looking forward to having you on here, and especially Bay, because me and Bay been talking about this shit for years.
10 at least.
Yeah, The Great Escape. All right, we ain't talking about vacations. We ain't talking about going down there, smacking a couple of chicks and coming back. We talking about like long term, or permanent term. Dipping the fuck up out of here, escaping all the relationship politics, the politics. Fucked up police. All of this shit that we deal with, all of this shit that we watch news, we complaining about, you know, how black women talking crazy to niggas on sports channels and shit like that. Like at the end, and what is the solution? I'm gonna start with Ed. Ed, what is your feelings on not just passporting and coming back, but like on some, I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker spend 6 months out of the year or 3 months out of the year, or just say peace, niggas.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily an expat person, and it's not that I don't agree with it. I definitely want, because I was actually talking to Young Grizzly, another dude that's, you know, in the space in the Coliseum days. And he was talking about how you have people that are pioneer type of people, and then you have people that when there's a certain baseline of when it's not so much infrastructure, that's part of it, but like networking, like there's other dudes in the location Like right now, Accra is where the majority of African Americans are, as far as they're more there than anywhere else. So that's a different situation versus going somewhere where it ain't a lot of black folks at. I mean, you even see that in the United States, where, you know, like take Denver, Colorado. There's quite a few black people there, enough to get a black mayor at one point. But you know what black folks say? Oh man, for real? There's black folks there, you know, because they don't think like, you know, so it's magnified overseas. So I will say this, what I am absolutely 10 toes down for is having a mentality where you put yourself in position to where if that's something you wanted to do, you could do it. And that does start with getting up. When I say start with getting a passport, obviously you got to get a passport. And obviously you would want to go somewhere and get used to traveling in general before you might take that 100% leap like that. You also have to start thinking about not only things like what you said about that 10K savings, which is really cool, which is really good. You got to start thinking about how your money moves. Because, yeah, you may have remote work, but you do want, in my opinion, you do want other ways of income, even if remote work is going to be your main thing. And by the way, shout out to the remote work shit. Because talking about, oh, can I get paid teaching English to kids and shit? Ain't niggas are not doing that. So let's start with the goofy, like, odd jobs overseas where you going to start getting paid what the fuck they get paid. You know, you need, so even the remote work thing is much more of a serious conversation and how to get plugged into that. So yeah, I'm all for it. It's the foundational stuff you need to do in order to put yourself in position, which is one of the reasons why I talk about traveling so much. It ain't just the act of traveling. It's like, it's not just the hunt. It's what you have to do to put yourself in position to effectively do that. And I think that completely fucking gets lost in these conversations because we're full of all these fucking distractions. All these bullshit ass distractions, these goofy ass niggas are giving. Some of them are more legitimate than others, but a lot of these shit is just ridiculous. Last thing I'm gonna say, when it comes to traveling, and I'm gonna reiterate this strongly. There is no one size fits all solution. Everybody is looking for this magical solution, and everybody don't want to do the same shit. Like what you said, people that are family, that want to create a family, it could be a difference between you want to create a family and then maybe you're in your early 30s versus you somebody that you're older. So maybe your kids are grown, you already kind of been there, done that, or retiring. Is different situations. So you gotta really think about what works for you. Don't do anything rash, and really, you know, really ask yourself the real hard questions, because I can tell when people are asking certain questions. Like, for instance, it was this person that it was in one of Passport Bros groups, and he was like, yeah, man, I'm tired of just going over there, man. What are your thoughts about bringing somebody over here, you know, to be a wife? And although what BGS would say, statistically, it'll work better than you getting married to somebody here. But my thing is, I told him, I can tell by the way you frame that question that you definitely be one of the niggas that's gonna get fucked doing that, because you should never bring somebody back over here because your prime thing is thinking about sex. Well, technically, Arthur Stahl actually has a Brazilian wife that he got from there, so it's not unheard of. But it's one of those things. It's just like with Jedi, there's certain lightsaber forms you can't mess with until you advance, because you're gonna hurt yourself. And so if I hear somebody saying that, oh, I'm tired of going over there to fuck, I want to bring somebody over here for sex, I'm going to tell you straight up, you're not the person to do that. Because you're doing it for the wrong reasons, one. And two, the type of person you bring over here is going to be the type of person that's going to fuck you up, and then you're going to be blaming us. So I'm telling you right now, you need to dead that shit, because the way you asked that was bullshit. And everybody agreed with what I had to say with that. And so for the most part, most of you niggas, I would say you all are not where you need to be to even try to begin to do something like that. So for the most part, I'd say no, don't do it. But anyway, that's what I got to say about that shit. I'm sure Bitter Truth can talk more about it, because he's seriously thinking about, you know, the expat thing. So yeah.
So before I bring him in, I listened to your stream earlier where you said that this is what I'll say about bringing women back here. I think the risk is the same bringing women here. That's just my opinion. Like I think you know, down there, it is what it is. You bring women here, it's like, to me, it's like dating a woman who you so-called vetted in America, and then they turn into that chick that you never thought they would turn into, right? So me personally, I would say that you taking a risk doing that shit, right?
I mean, you are, but I mean, what I'm saying is statistic. And like I said, I told him what I told him, but that conversation has been had, and there are stats around it that show that. So, but that's not, there's a reason why you don't have that argument. There's a reason why there's no should you bring them back argument. It's really, it's
Right.
like cigarettes. You can smoke them, but if you get cancer, don't act like you didn't know. And so we really just telling you, don't fucking smoke them.
I mean, that's what I say about marriage. I say, to me, marriage has the Surgeon General sticker on the side of it that motherfuckers ignore. To me, that's how I describe marriage. Marriage got the big sign on it that says, motherfucker, you can get fucked, and motherfuckers light up and smoke anyway. But yeah, hey, Bay, bit of truth.
Yes.
I'm about to say, what you fucking with your Christmas lights, nigga? So
I told you I'm at work. I'm at a wedding. Give me a moment. So let somebody else go next.
all right, so we're gonna move on.
20 minutes.
I got you. We're gonna move on to Mr. Davis. Should I have said that? We're gonna go to Mr. Bishop X. Bishop X.
What up?
Unknown
Now,
man.
now I feel I'm definitely supposed to comment on this topic because I was married to a foreign-born wife.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't just speculate and talk about it. I didn't just run around the matrix and say, well, let me try again with my sisters. And no. I actually married a foreign-born woman. And some people would say, well, it didn't work out with a sister and it didn't work out with your wife. But having a foreign-born woman here in America, I was just amazed at how differently she thought about marriage initially than all the other sisters that I had been with. Now, I do now believe after it's all said and done, I spent 9 years with her, right? I do believe that the longer they stay here, the more they get deprogrammed and start to emulate this bad, terrible depravity we call a community.
Right.
But, when Eddie Murphy said, after a while, Fufu was talking about half, like that shit will happen. Like you really have to, especially my family. I'll put my family on blast and say that. My ex-wife got up to fix my plate, and my aunties was like, "Oh no, he can fix his own plate, girl." And I'm like, "Wow, it's just like Eddie Murphy said. They trying to deprogram my wife."
Mm-hmm.
But it started with stuff like that. Like my family wasn't happy that I had, and in her mind, that's just the way her culture is. Yeah, I'm going to fix you a plate. I didn't cook. I didn't help your mama in the kitchen. So at least I could do is fix you a plate. Half my cousins and my aunties jumped up like, no. The community will deprogram your woman for you if you bring her over here.
Understand.
That's just my experience.
I tell guys, and the way they see it is black men do not deserve this sort of treatment. They talk about soft girl, they talk about self-love, self-care, all this shit. They don't even want another woman treating you good.
Yeah, and you see that even in the United States when dudes be getting non-black women even here. It's the same thing. And one thing I want to add is this is one of the reasons why people will ask this dumbass question, why do y'all just don't leave? And why do y'all gotta have women in your mouth or talk about this? It's not what we're talking about women. We're talking about the situation. We're giving testimony as to what we saw. You motherfuckers, it's almost like you going to court and then people is saying, like, let's say the Amber Heard situation. It's like you going to court and then the folks are just giving testimony of what they saw, regardless of who it benefited. You know, and then, you know, obviously you supposedly saying under oath, and it's like Amber Heard is like, you're not supposed to say anything negative to me. You're just supposed to keep that to yourself and only talk bad about him. One of the reasons is we're creating a foundation by which we say, because you see the outcomes. You see the outcomes these women have. You see the outcome that basically what Nia Long got to deal with, what Vivica Fox got to deal with, what Claudia Jordan got to deal with. You see the outcomes. So I'm not saying that's being done because people want to bring people back secretly, but it's almost like when you create a certain operating system and there's certain applications that you can create with that operating system. It's that we're laying a foundation that if there's other things that want to be done down the road, like for instance, with these Z's coming online, they saw what they saw like in person with the women, the females they grew up with, and then we gonna tell you they mama is just as bad, they grandmama is just as bad. This ain't no they just crazy. This goes back 3 generations, so you understand any of that bullshit, like that soft girl shit, the soft target era. You see how that shit was dead on fucking arrival, because at the end of the day, we got
this. We're us in the manosphere. We're teaching these kids to hate to not date black women. Didn't you know? Didn't you see the last part? That's our fault. The manosphere is teaching these black boys not to date.
But see, that stuff is dead on arrival because what you see on the news now. But my point is, the fact that we have all this depth of stuff that's been talked about, and in real life events are starting to mirror what we're talking about. It's basically so y'all can't keep resetting the clock. What a lot of the black folks, and this is not just black women, black men do this.
Somebody got to turn their speaker down. Hannibal, I'm gonna get you in a second. Hannibal's next.
They want to run out the fucking clock. For instance, Mr. Let Go's goofy ass want to say that if you don't date women with kids, you're a cornball. If you because you're disqualifying 80% of the community. Now that may sound good to somebody that's not initiated, but you actually understand like why all that stuff is, then you realize how good. And here's the thing, that's some shit he won't do. He's going on record saying he ain't gonna do that shit.
Yeah, so he has. He's a flip flopper. I mean, and they disqualify themselves.
Yeah. Man, so my point is, there's a reason why we do this. Y'all want people to shut up so y'all can reset the damn clock. That's not happening.
So before I bring in Hannibal's up next to speak. You know, let me address Mr. Let Go. Mr. Let Go, in my opinion, is one of those guys who, I mean, he's rose up real fast as far as his audience is concerned, and I think that he says whatever's going to get clicks and views and things like that. He just talks wild. Like that shit works on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when you just talk wild, crazy, shocking, and all of that shit, people are sharing it to death. And you know, I mean, it's whatever. Hannibal, what's going on, man?
Yeah, what up? First time on here, but I just want to speak on what the other brother was speaking on with him and his foreign wife. And you know, if you get you a woman, keep her away from your family. And I'm not afraid.
Know that now.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid to say that. And black men need to start saying this shit about their family. Listen, man, when you become 18 and you're able to take care of yourself, it's time to divorce yourself from your family, because them bitches is gonna fuck your shit up. And because the shit happened to me. It happened to me, and fuck all the women in my family. And it's not coming from a place of hate either, but fuck them bitches. And I don't understand. And I don't understand why you have people on the internet trying to down brothers from getting their passport and explore the world. And black women been doing the same thing. And it's just a lot of bitch assness coming out of black men. Not even on YouTube, it's just in all 50 states.
Okay, I'm back.
So let me read this comment.
No, I
I'm gonna
feel
say
what you're
something.
saying. Yeah, you have facts, 100%.
She says not only the community that would deprogram a foreign woman, it's an entire system that's been set up that way. The Western world is feminist in its entirety, and you know that's real. Understand, right? I mean, you bring women out of a third world existence to a first world existence. Understand that women adapt to environments. Now we can sit here, we could talk. I mean, you know, me and Ed, we spoke on, female nature versus how they move in the environment, right? So while one can say, yeah, these women in the third world environment, they do have things about them that are, or would be described as female nature. Understand that all of that can't operate in that environment. But if you take them out of that environment and you bring them to this one, it opens the door for a lot of that stuff. Now, at first, they're gonna come, like Hassan said, they're gonna come here, they're gonna act this way, and then as they get acclimated to this environment, the potential, I'm not gonna say it's an absolute, but the potential for the changeover is there. All right. Yep. So me personally, I would say, don't do it.
I got it.
Don't do it. Again, for the most, super fly Jedi mind trick motherfuckers that are here in the country, I'll tell them, yo, don't do it. Don't do it. I don't think that's I don't think it's smart at all.
Yeah, and I just want to throw it out here quick, because here's the thing, you'd be surprised how many dudes in the manosphere are doing that. It's a few. But what I will say to what the last brother that was talking, I'm gonna tell you something, and most dudes ain't got the balls to do this. But if you're in that situation and you are married and like you see that stuff happens, and like let's say you're in that situation already, and then you go to the holidays and then you go through that, I'm gonna tell you, you need to not be afraid to say, look, Mom, I love you. You'll never see your grandkids. I swear to God.
No, that's
like straight up, like and like straight up. That's the kind of mentality that you have to, because you got to let them know straight like that. Like, look, I'm not, and this is something I actually dealt with, because they actually believe. Like, for instance, when I was overseas, I ended up not talking to my mom for like 6 months, and when she realized that I could actually do that, and it ain't nothing but a thing, she changed her tune on some shit. And see, you got to let them know. And again, I know Bishop didn't know that. This is hindsight, so I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about, like, for somebody that may be in that, so you have to be ruthless like that. And the biggest issue I have with people bringing somebody there is that there's a certain amount of awareness. Like what Bishop is talking about, and I appreciate you putting that out there. That should have been something that people should have knew coming in. That's what you want. Like, really, it's not the environment. Again, it's your own family.
I'm telling you, it's never strangers, man. It's
I get why he didn't know. I'm just saying, like real.
Now, you know what? There's a lot of this red pill shit. But a lot of this red pill shit.
Never is a strong word. But but Bay is waiting to talk. Bay is waiting. So yeah, go ahead. Right. But just keep in mind, Bay is waiting. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm waiting.
Shoot, Bay. Hannibal. Who's talking? Was it Hannibal or was it
Hannibal? Was talking. Yeah. Go ahead, Hannibal. Get your shit.
I was saying, the truth is, we be knowing, but we so family orientated. Yeah. And we really care about our family. We the ones that try to keep the shit together. And man, fuck them bitches. And salute to my father.
I'm not family oriented, by the way, but go ahead.
Yeah, salute to my father and my mother, because my mother didn't have nothing to do with it. But the rest of them bitches, fuck them, man. Straight up, fuck them bitches, man. That shit crazy.
Bishop, was this something you was gonna say something in response to that, or what?
I was gonna say, like, at the time, you heard stuff like this, like you heard a comedian talk about, we heard Eddie Murphy say that they'll deprogram your wife, but that was stuff before the red pill and before we heard other men talk about it. You just assumed it was a joke, right? But I sat here and watched over. You didn't watch Eddie Murphy Raw?
No, I'm saying I never took it as a joke, nigga. When I listened to Eddie Murphy Raw back in understand, I've been like this forever.
I assume I watched my cousins sit up here and tell my wife not to do this, and tell my wife, yeah, girl, let's go to the club, and you should watch Empire, and you should watch Housewives, and little by little, she went from being this, this non-American woman to acting just like Keisha and them. And in the end, she was indistinguishable from Keisha and them. Same attitude, same problems. It was the same stuff. Our culture, interpersonal wise and in the household, is toxic. It needs to change.
So I'm gonna bring bit of truth in here because we're not going way past 2. We might do is 2.5. Bay, what's going on, man? Bit of truth.
What's going on? All right, so Marcus, you know, I've been talking about leaving the country ever since the middle of the Obama years. I mean, really, it was earlier than that because my father and my stepmother was looking to leave the country. That's why we went to Morocco. We went over there on a scout mission, and it was, you know, like I said, it was just too dirty, too nasty. They knew you was American, so they always came at you with their hands out. But the architecture was beautiful. But outside of that, my whole thing is that we should have been leaving a long time ago. Marcus Garvey was trying to get us to leave. We didn't want to listen. You know, he got sabotaged. Black women call themselves trying to sabotage us, but they don't have the power. I mean, even to the point where you have got some goofy black chick saying she can follow us, get with Hispanic men. And it's like, why do you think we care? Like, we don't care. Like, and I've been saying this for months about the whole Noah's Ark theory and Sodom and Gomorrah. Like, this society is going to shit. I'm not worried about going down here to meet a woman. I'm going down there so I can live. Because being in this country right now, you're surviving. Doesn't matter how much money you have. When you walk out your door, you're in survival mode here. You don't know who's gonna murk you. I mean, look, you got rappers getting shot because of their location, the money that they have, or just simple jealousy. This shit is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I know y'all familiar with that case down here with Shaka Zulu.
No.
Where the men.
You talking about? Oh, wait. You talking about Atlanta?
Yeah,
okay,
in Atlanta. I know you're familiar with that case.
Okay, so let me give it to him a little bit. Shaka Zulu, the guy who I think he's Ludacris's business partner or his manager, one or the other, or both.
Right, his business manager.
Right. Yes. So he basically had an issue, a situation. You guys could Google this, where he defended himself, and it's on tape. Actually, the guys attacked him. This is on video. The guys attacked him.
They was waiting on him, laying in wait.
They was waiting on him. He came outside, and I think they jumped him. And you know, he fought these guys. He took some hits too. And what did he shoot him out there? What did he do to him?
All right. So what happened was, because the girl, she broke down the tape. You know, because the news down here won't play the tape. They won't play the whole tape. But the girl broke it down on World Star Hip Hop, where the guys was waiting on him. The one white guy, the guy in the white light clothes, the one who got killed, he was waiting on him and his buddies, because he was mad that he didn't get a free table in this man's restaurant. Okay? He's a local fuckhead, you know, a Pookie. Pookies ain't always broke. They just have a broke man's mentality. So he mad that he couldn't get a table. They waiting on Shaka Zulu to come around the corner of the parking lot. So when they saw that he was approaching, because he was following
video shows the moments Ludacris's manager.
My bad.
So he was, he was following a car talking to somebody. Okay, so they saw that he was coming up the parking lot. So when he was getting close, he told the one guy, the dude in the white clothes or the light clothes, he told his friends, here he come. So the four of them went to the car. You could see that one of them grabbed a gun because he was tucked it in his waistband and pulled his shirt down.
Give us the Cliff Notes version, nigga.
You gotta understand it. So when Shaka came around the corner and the main guy approached him, the other guy went around the car. So if Shaka tried to retreat, he would have cut him off. All right. Okay. So they got into a heated argument. The dude went to pull out a gun. Shaka grabbed his shoulder and his wrist. At this point, this is where the DA is saying This is why the DA was charging him with murder. Because she's saying, well, he attacked first. Like, no, this motherfucker was pulling out a gun. Shaka grabbed his arm and wrist to stop him. That's when he got jumped from the backside, and they was stomping him out. The security guards gonna come. They kind of lightweight pulled him off, but didn't, and then did some NBA fucking defense, trying to keep the guys from getting a Shaka, but they were still kind of attacking him. So he pulled out, he got up, and he pulled out his gun. They already had their guns drawn, and that's when the gunfire erupted. Shaka got hit several times. He killed the main dude, and he shot the other three. So they tried to charge Shaka with murder, but the defense attorney is like, no, that's self-defense.
Check this out. This is one of those stories that they're supposed to be. What is this? Atlanta, Georgia, stand your ground state, right?
Yeah, it's a stand your ground state.
Stand your ground state. And
the DA just 3 weeks prior sat up here and talked to all of the rich celebrities and whatnot. Say, hey, look, be on the lookout. These gangs are they're robbing y'all. They're doing home invasions and everything.
Okay, so let's keep it moving. I don't want to
keep bitch
stick on that too long. But what I'm saying is this, right? This is my point. And this is what I mean by when I say even the politics are not working for us, right? So if you weren't aware of this story, now you are. And if you want more information, look it up. Type in, Ludacris Shaka Zulu. Understand this. This is a stand your ground state. Now, stand your ground is something that usually the right pushes. Now, I know Blexit about to jump in the motherfucking chat again. The right pushes this, right? Conservative, Republicans, they push the idea of stand your ground. Here you have a situation where stand your ground ain't working for your black ass. And this is what I mean by when I say just because they implement something don't mean that they're going to put it in practice to work for you. Okay, and this is the point that I'm making when it comes to guys who saying, okay, cool, fuck the Democrats. Okay, you ain't got to sell me on that. If you've been watching my channel long enough, you know that I'm not a Democrat. I don't promote Biden or any of these motherfuckers. You know that already. So stop returning everything that I say about shit on the right with, but what about the Democrats? Because nigga, I ain't promoting them. So don't insult my intelligence. I'm not promoting the Democrats, but what I'm asking is, where are these motherfuckers on the right? Where are the right-wing people to say, hey, he was standing his ground, he was defending himself, he has the right to do that? Okay? Okay? And I know motherfuckers are gonna make excuses for it. At the end of the day, bro, the shit is on tape. They're giving him a murder, not even a manslaughter, they're giving him a murder charge. You talking about can it be investigated, bro? They indicted him for murder. It be shit when them white men killed that kid down in Florida. Was it Florida or was it Georgia?
It was Georgia. It was Georgia.
The guy
not George Zimmerman.
No, not Zimmerman. Not Zimmerman. I'm talking about the kid that they just sent them 3 motherfuckers to life for.
No, it was here in Georgia.
That was in Georgia.
Outside of Atlanta.
Okay, they shot him right in the street. That motherfucker went home. Them 2 men went home that day. They went home that day. Did we forget that? They was about to bury that fucking case if the internet didn't go crazy. Yo, miss me with the did he have a prior record shit, bro?
He was foreign.
This is the thing, right? Yo, again, shout out to my conservative brothers in here. But when y'all start talking like white men, that shit pisses me off a little bit. Okay, at the end of because at the end of the day, the fucking cop who shot that black kid in the street, this motherfucker was disgraced police, and they went the fuck home. They went the fuck home after they shot this man in the street.
Yo, them niggas going through the list. They like, did he have priors? Did he?
Bro, I'm ignoring all that shit, bro. All that shit don't mean nothing to me. They giving this man.
He had no priors. He was just an innocent black man who was jogging. He stopped to look at some construction being done on the house and then went about his way before some white men wanted to play motherfucking Walker, Texas Ranger. And now they get fucked in their asses in federal prison.
What's this? D as a Democrat. Democrat don't believe in stand your ground. Listen, whatever the case may be, I'm asking Flash Wave, where is your NRA and your right wing to say, yo, this man stood his ground? We ain't talking about the DA. I'm talking about where is your right wing motherfuckers coming to the rescue of a black man standing his ground? That's my question. Understand the context of my question. Y'all don't get to play that spin the bottle bullshit with me, bro. You don't get to play that. But let's not. The conversation's going left. I don't want it to do that.
No,
man.
I hear you. But I'm just saying, you'll never get the NRA to say that, because the NRA was formed shortly after the Klan was labeled a terrorist organization. The NRA
is the Klan. Yeah, the NRA is the Klan, right? So at the end of the day, like I said, yo, when these things happen and they happen anywhere else, like, you know, when Columbine happened, the NRA came to fucking Denver, right?
Right.
They came to Denver after a school shooting. Plexi, get the fuck out of my get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit, man. The NRA can't solve your personal problem. I swear to God, y'all niggas, and I'll be trying to avoid these types of talking points with these cats, man. But just understand. Yo, shout out to Alonzo Hall. I see you, bro. Let me put them up there. I ain't gonna get too wrapped up into this politics bullshit, man. But like I said, man, these motherfuckers, man, they always got every defense for these motherfuckers not doing for you what they obviously do for others. But then when the Dems do it, it's blatant and obvious, and we talk about the shit all the time. We know that Dems don't do this and they don't do that. We know that already, man. Republicans never come.
Pom shit.
Right, Republicans nor the NRA come to the rescue of black gun owners. All right, what is it? Philando Castile? How you say his name?
Yeah, Philando Castile.
Okay. Right, legal gun owner. NRA was silent on that. Miss me with the bullshit. Back to the Great Escape. So
they're not for us.
At the end of the day, there's no relief for you here. So what I say to black men that are dealing with this type of shit, man, yo, start racking up. Like, again, if it's your issue, if you're going through these things, you got to get ready to shake and bake. Again, it could be a state thing, it could be a city thing, or get the fuck out the country. Brexit, they solve white people problems. They solve all non-black people problems. They solve problems of other motherfuckers. So miss me with the bullshit. So Ed, what's going on, man? Talk to me, man. I want to take a chill for a minute, man.
I mean, I stay away from the small conversation with black men. For the most part, I stay away from political situation with black men. I stay away from the celebrity and Illuminati shit with black men, because these are what I call IQ free fall conversations. Mm-hmm. People can't address what's actually being said. They got to. It's like talking to somebody. It's like talking to a New Yorker about the Knicks. You already know it doesn't matter. I mean, I get it. It's like
hold on, shit. You can talk to me about the Knicks all day, nigga. Fuck the Knicks.
Oh shit. Well, you get what I'm saying. So
you rocking with Brooklyn? No, I'm playing with you. Go ahead.
I fuck with Brooklyn. I mean, listen. I don't look. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't really watch sports other than boxing. But at the end of the day, if I had to wear a jersey, I'll wear a Brooklyn jersey simply because I'm from Brooklyn, not because I'm following the games. But I never was a fan of the Knicks. I never, and I know niggas in the chat, if you from NY, you're gonna be mad at me. But I was never a fan of them.
Chicago kept kicking y'all ass.
Trash.
Well, the issue with the Knicks is Dolan, the owner, and everybody knows that. And until he sells the team, which he's not, because the cost of living, it makes money. the niggas are gonna be what they are. It is what it is, and that's generally people agree with that. They just want to hold hope. My point is, everybody has their thing, so I stay away from those conversations because I already know what a lot of dudes are gonna be on. They're gonna start pom-pomming about shit, and I jump on dudes, liberals, to try to run that play, and I jump on conservatives to try to run that play. But anyway, the point of this that Bitter Truth was talking about and was that the environment. And the biggest thing that pisses me off about a lot of this pushback with passport bros, a lot of it is niggas on cruise control. You got so many black men. Look, I don't give a fuck what you do, but my thing is don't be in denial and tell me you woke. That's really what it is. Man, if you do this, if you do that, if you nigga, all I got to say about what type of man you need to be, all I got to say is Will Smith. Will Smith was all of that and still got disrespect. I don't want to hear that bullshit. You know, oh well, he just didn't. Shut up. So my point is you need to do what you need to do, but don't gaslight me, man. Stop being on cruise control. Stop acting like you don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Even when it comes to the black crime, they tell you, look, I'm not against getting guns, but don't act like you gonna get treated the same way with a firearm that if a white man has it. That's the bullshit. Even me, I've even had conversations with SWP with that. These niggas really be trying to act. They really be trying, even if you do. I mean, if they really want to try to do something, they will. I mean, your paperwork being right ain't gonna stop them. Oh my God, well, I'm afraid. That's not go. That's just gonna make it a couple of extra pieces of paperwork and another interview.
Oh no, I mean like.
No, I know what you mean, baby. What I'm saying is people act like
if they want to jam you up, they can. I understand.
Listen,
I understand. I'm gonna make work for it. I'm not gonna make it easy on you. But
Black
I want
America,
to
no, you go ahead. But I just want to say this, just one sentence. Black American men have embraced that they don't deserve nothing, and it's not. It's bigger than black women. We have embraced that we don't deserve nothing. We give. Vote for me, give me money, pay all my bills, do this, do that, take care of my kids, whatever. We are here to serve everyone's purpose. The minute a nigga decides, hey, what do I get? Oh, you want something? Ha, you want something? You want somebody to help you? Shut the fuck up, niggas. You ain't gonna tell me that a system that I pay taxes into. To be honest, we all pay child support if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah.
We all pay child support, even y'all niggas that don't
Put
got
that
kids.
shit
Y'all
on a
niggas,
shirt.
y'all niggas are paying child support, motherfuckers.
Tax money.
Yo. Taxes in my freaking area. I got an elementary school literally like 3 stone throws away from my house. I got to pay taxes for the elementary school to survive.
Right, you pay it for books, you pay it for stamps, you pay it for all that shit. And the minute you ask for something back, bitches is telling you you don't deserve shit. Other niggas is telling you whether they are talking simp shit or they talking for the system. Niggas will tell you on the plantation, you don't deserve nothing to pick this cotton, boy.
Yo, next time they tell you what we gonna do about these kids, the black men need to do is be like, bitch, I pay taxes. You need to consult with your local politician about what's done with the money.
Can I get on this situation now?
Yes, sir.
Something that Ed said, talking about, let me tell you, Ed, the conscious community has been usurped. It's been usurped and absorbed by black women and homosexuals. LGBT.
That's been going on for 20 years.
No. Yeah, it was a slow erosion. And I'll tell you, Black Lives Matter really put the death nail on it because they stuck all of the energy, all of the thing that needed to be done instead of community who had any type of brain in their head.
Bro, yeah.
Some of them showed up on the scene. All they did was just steal. They stole the people and had them out there with fucking protests and yelling BLM over and over again. Like that's gonna do something. It did absolutely nothing but line them fucking chicks' pocket. You know you fucked up when Candace Owens comes after you, and she's right. You know you messed up. But I mean, outside of that, what really did us in was the caping for single mothers. You know, that Dr. Umar shit. That I was never really, I never preached that. But I'm like, yo, if you're gonna do it, understand what you really putting yourself in danger. You really asking yourself to catch a charge. In all honesty, you know, you really looking at that, because I know a lot of brothers, they got jammed up like that. If the kid don't like you, they can say whatever. Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
I mean, you're talking about some shit I ain't never delved into. I have never even really considered that. I ain't, especially with these crazy AD, because you're dealing with alphas now, Gen Alpha. Some of you, depending on how early the kids are. So, and Z's are already crazy enough. I ain't never think about that. But because that's definitely a real reason not to really fuck with a chick with single mom. And a lot of these chicks are so flagrant with how they, again, I know this, we going left field, but nigga, if people try to call me a square, I will happily be a square. Nigga, when I hear that niggas be fucking bitches with the baby on the bed, niggas telling me how fucking common. Niggas telling me how common that is. They telling me, nigga, where you been? I'm like, okay, well, I'll be all sorts of lame for that. I'll wear that because I fuck with black women, and I wish the fuck anyway, man.
I gotta shout out some members and some super chats here. Shout out to Quick. I see you with the face. You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck was you yesterday? We was on this members only, man. Members only stream yesterday, man.
I know that shit.
Was a thing and a half. Shout out to Joe to keep it 100. I appreciate that. Big Kev 9539 said, "This is exactly why I don't endorse respectability politics. Also, conscious dudes are the most extremely gynocentric." Absolutely. Shout out to Dar. No. Pardon me. Jafar said, "What's good?"
I can explain that.
He's in the building. But which one? The super chat?
The guy, we said conscious men are most gynocentric. I can explain that.
So before you do that, let me say thank you to the guys for their super chat, Joe's and Big Cav. But yeah, respond to him, bro.
When you look at how Dr. Umar talked, when you talk about women, that's an old conscious community talking situation as far as the way to communicate with black women, especially ones that like to get belligerent, and think that they right. So that's a disarming tactic by calling them queens and queen mothers and all of that stuff. It's supposed to be a disarming tactic, so that way they'll shut up and listen for at least 30 seconds. And they let that shit go to their head. Because remember, they was running around calling themselves queens and all of that shit.
Who's that?
And goddesses and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. And that shit, and I'm gonna tell you something. That shit is born out of weakness, because anybody that got half a fucking brain.
Well, that's where it came from.
No, I understand that, but even still, like, if somebody would explain that shit to me, I would be like, "Yo, did you?"
Yeah, that's where it comes
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, I get your concept, but if somebody would have told me that in real life, I would ask them. So you actually believe that shit was gonna be a long-term solution? Did anybody ever plan? Because the point is, you're acknowledging that this chick is not fuck submission is not cooperable. So if you believe in creating a community, clearly the material is fucked up. So we can jerry. But see, if you challenge that, these will be the same dudes telling you, well, as a man, because remember, bit of truth, these will be the same.
I might be running out of satellite time, because we about to hit the freeway. We got a 2-hour ride home on the freeway.
And also, I gotta respond real quick. I gotta respond to some of these real quick. I gotta respond to some of these members. But finish what you were saying. But I gotta respond to some member.
Yeah, I'll pass and let him finish. That way y'all can move on.
All right. Basically, what is going on is that a lot of brothers were saying that just to get these sisters in the bed, because a lot of women in the conscious community is a bunch of hoes. Yep. And if you, like the man said, if you treat whores like queens and queens like whores, you'll get laid. And that's what was going on. That's what was going on. It was easy to get laid in the kind of community. All you had to do is just talk nice to the bitch, and she'll spread her legs like crazy.
So let me respond to quick. He said, I actually canceled my membership because of no proper notification and the fact that I missed it because of the lack of proper notification. So 2 things. I did say that I was doing a member stream Friday. I said that. I think I might have said that in the last video. Actually, I said it to you. I said this Friday, we're doing a members only stream. I said that to you after we had got off the live stream. So if you missed that, I mean, it's still up. You remember, I see the logo there. This is not something that you can't watch on the replay, but everybody's notifications. I don't post it in the community tab, but you get the notification not only in your email, but you get it on your app. So, I mean, it was Friday. There was a couple guys in there, and we did the conversation. It ain't gonna be the last members only. Okay, so if you cancel your membership, that's cool. If you decide to sign back up, that's cool too. But I'm not tripping, man. But hey, look, man, I don't got nobody's phone numbers to call them up and tell them, hey, man, we doing members only. YouTube sends you a notification, and you get that. You know what I'm saying? Again, me and you spoke about the members only stream. This is the stream that you asked for. I even said in the stream, I said, hey, where's Quick at? Because he's the one that I did that for you. I had my man come on for you. So, I mean, I don't know what else to do about it, but for all the members, the stream, you know, the video is still there on the playback tip, and y'all can go check it out if you want to. And we got more streams coming up. So I did the stream the same time I do these lives. I did the 6 p.m. All right. I did a 6 p.m. live stream on Friday, yesterday, the same time I'm on tonight. I did it yesterday, and it's still there. You know what I'm saying? So again, it ain't gonna be the last one. And Fridays might be just the day that I do the members only stream. So expect it on Fridays. You know what I mean? Again, everybody gets notifications. There was a couple of guys that jumped in the stream that were not members, because I think when I first posted it, it was available to everybody, and then I changed it to a members only stream, and it kind of booted non-members out. But we did it. It's up. You can check it out if you're a member, and there will be more. So moving right along, Quick, you're here every week. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're doing and when you're doing it, but you're here when you're here, and sometimes you don't make it, but that's cool. But again, this is all going, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's a membership subscription, because it's not a one-off. But
what did you talk about?
I had Motor Monster on there, porn star. We talked some wild shit. We talked about some real situations. Mike was there, a few others was there. So yeah, man. Jan Farr says what he says. They're queens. No, I didn't spell it wrong. Look it up. Yeah. So yeah, man. Quick is telling me he didn't know. Listen, at the end of the day, me and you spoke on the stream. We spoke about it. Like, not even a notification, anything like that. Outside of the notifications, I said that I'm coming on there on Friday. I specifically said that to you directly on here when you was on my panel. So, I mean, I don't want to make this about an argument with a member, man. I appreciate everybody who is members of this channel, but I can only do but so much. I said it to you directly. You know what I'm saying? But moving right along. Yeah. So I mean, the conscious community has been about kissing black women's ass. To be honest, is always been geared to be gynocentric and matriarchal and all of the words that you want to use to describe bitches running shit.
It was a blue. It was a blue pill community.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until like 5 years ago, because what you talking about now, talking about exiting and going somewhere else. I was talking about that, but I was like more in the sense of black people moving their families to another country. But now I'm like, fuck that. Black men, just pack your shit up and leave. Leave the black women here and watch this shit burn down. Straight up.
No hate.
You know it's time to go.
No. Go ahead.
No, I'm serious. You know it's time to go when your own people have turned their backs on you. They went full white supremacist on you. You know it's time to go.
Yeah, right. I mean, and now we starting to see this being broadcast more on mainstream media. So it's not in our homes and on the street. It's on mainstream media now.
Oh yeah,
so black man, it's just time for you to, if you single with no kids and you making over 60 or better, keep saving your money and retire outside this country.
Now, 150K over will survive. Will last you a long time. You'll live. You just can't splurge on that money.
Well, and that's another thing. Depending on what your lifestyle, it's a website called God, I'll find it before we get over with this. It's a website. I forget what it's called. It's expat. Anyway, it helps you really look at how to, like, what's the cost of living in certain things, how much certain things, like certain quality. It's very good, very user face friendly. But as far as what what's it called was saying, as far as burning hell, this is how I approach this. I approach it like a business. You know, it ain't personal, it's business. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have my quality of life: health, money, time, freedom, and relationships. These are the quality of life. Technically, wealth is money plus time freedom. Now, for people that rock with me, you know, as far as depending on what that is, as far as family members or whatever, people that put invested in, like maybe your parents, depending on what that is, you know, that is another thing. That depends. That's an individual basis. But this idea of people thinking they're owed stuff and then you supposed to be the one to facilitate that. This is why I tell black women date out, because I'm like, if that's really something in the market, no, seriously, if that's something in the marketplace, then that's going to be reflected to you in the marketplace. So if you're a black female and you're a legitimate 8, 9, or 10, then yeah, you can probably get other people to do that for you, maybe in a situation. But if you somebody where you like a 5 or a 6 trying to run that play, like you got 5s legitimately talking about they want dudes. Fuck New York, fuck LA, fuck Chicago, fuck the Miami, the bigger cities. We're talking about people in like North Carolina talking about I need to make 6 figures, and even if you a blue collar dude making 6 figures, let's say you a contractor, then they want to thumb their nose out at you with that, talking about because that's it's mental illness at this point. And so the way I look at it is from a business standpoint. If a company was telling me to do something and I know there's somebody else that's not, I'm gonna put myself in position. When the Walton family came through, it blew out all them small business owners, and black women are fucking small business owners, and they depend on other people not being able to come into the market. And so, again, this is why even the threat, I want y'all to understand this. It's barely any dudes really traveling like that. The threat of dudes doing that is bothering not only black women, but black men so much. For the dude at the bottom, check this out. You got niggas that before they were Pan-Africanists. They still say that. And they'll be real good to show African men to African American women. But them same niggas won't show African women to African American men because they know it's going to piss the bitches off. And so it's like, nigga, the principle that they stood on, they don't believe when it comes down to that female. And it's like, nigga, you'll tell me about being a man. I'm like, nigga, you're castrated. And what's worse, you don't even know it. Don't believe me. And I ain't got a real issue with Umar. And I don't know why I'm saying that. But my point is, you do what you do for these women and you have all this in good intention for them, right? I'll give Umar that. They reward you by setting your ass up in a conversation with a man that knows how to use makeup very, very well and got you calling her beautiful black queen, looking like a fucking moron. And that was a black woman that did that.
Yup.
Yeah, set him up. Set him up.
Set him up good.
I mean,
But no, I hate all women. I'm just crazy.
Chuckling under their breath, knowing goddamn well Hope Giselle was a dude.
Do you understand, like, from a trust standpoint, like for somebody to do that, like, that's like, yo, that's crazy. Even white folks was like, God,
but you
damn,
know what?
I'm taking notes.
With Umar, he
I bet you Richard Spencer be like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Somebody mic fucked up, but I'm gonna say this, right? Now Bay, is Bay there?
Yes, yeah, I'm here.
Bay, now me and you had a conversation about the dashiki feminists.
Dashiki feminism.
Right, and I remember telling you, I said, yo, these head wrap broads is the divestors. I remember that conversation. That wasn't online, that was us on the Jack. And
that's why I wasn't even mad about that movie. What's that movie that came out where the light-skinned chick was on the campus doing all the pro-black shit, but secretly she was fucking the white boy.
Dear white people.
White boy.
Dear white people.
Dear white people. Yeah, I wasn't surprised when that ending happened in the end. I was like, I wasn't surprised. Like, yeah, like that sounds about right.
Yo, shout out to Hannibal. Hannibal dropped out. Shout out to Hannibal. Thanks for coming on, man.
I talked about that in the early segments in like the first year or two of my channel. Like a lot of these chicks, now you got the young chicks to do that on the white boy situation, but then what happens too is you got chicks that they'll be like 37, 38, 39. This is way before you had like Kevin Samuels and these chicks trying to just, give blue pill candy to these dudes. I call this shit emotional dope dealing. What they would do is they would even SWP used to talk about this. This was big in Philadelphia. They would get that. They would do the Erykah Badu shit. They would get the head wrap, they would put oil on them because, a lot of these conscious dudes are pro-black, fake pro-blacks, I call them. What they'll do is they worship the black female body when it's naked. So they'll show skin, show all that, do all the incense and shit like that. And what they're doing is they're able to reset their sexuality. So you're not looking at a 43-year-old bitch or a 44-year-old chick. You looking at a chick with a, earth mother goddess and shit. And you actually got goofy dudes that actually fall for that. You got dudes that ain't even pro-black that fall for that shit if you don't know what to really look for. And so that was the move a couple of maybe 5 years ago. And so they ain't just fucking white dudes. A lot of these motherfuckers will use that to get dudes they otherwise would not be getting and put a dude in a trick mindset.
So let me shout out F Holiday for the super chat. I appreciate that, man. Let me see Janfar. What Janfar say? Yo, I've been saying that the most Afro-centric black women be getting with white dudes. Hey, man.
That's facts. That's fact.
Yeah, we don't be putting them on blast like that. The truth is, and see, this is one thing they gonna regret. A lot of these dudes and a lot of y'all gonna regret being in our business because there's a lot of shit we know about y'all. Like, it's not a lot of brothers that are truly in a conscious community like as deep as like Bitter Truth is. BJ, like this thing we have all just like how you got. Think about it. The manosphere. You got somebody that was in the industry. Keep it 100 from a photography, like the urban industry. From the photography stuff to all of the stuff, the XXX stuff, to the point where people know people. And then you got somebody like Bitter Truth that's in the conscious community. I'm talking about the real books, the chitlin circuit. And I say that, in a good way. When it comes to people doing the speeches, we have a lot of different people represented. We have dudes that are with non-black women, like Christian Hutchinson, that's actually doing real business from a real estate standpoint. I had him on my channel a couple of days ago where he's a landlord with 25 properties, and that's low compared to the people he knows. So when we were talking about black women are getting evicted, like articles that black women are written, we got somebody that's actually looking at these like whether you gonna get a house or not. And he's telling you these women are showing up with like beautiful men, like men that ain't got no job and they sitting there trying to jet. My point is we know a hell of a, and he's in the Detroit area. We know a hell of a lot more than what y'all think we do. We hold back a lot. So you got folks in this space legitimately thinking like that bitch and talk about, yeah, I'm gonna go and travel too. They really don't understand that black women are traveling and that we can just pull the receipts and show you And so what's gonna happen is we're gonna start shining light on a lot of shit y'all don't want to see. Not the crazy shit, but every time y'all say something, we're gonna be like, y'all been doing this. We just ain't been saying nothing. Not because we did not know, but because we don't give a fuck. Anyway.
This is the thing, right? And this is the thing. And then we're gonna start closing this out. This is the thing. Black women don't travel. They can't travel in the same context that we do. I mean, they could travel. They can get some dick or whatever, you know. Get a nigga for you know, nigga might want a green card, dick them down. You know, they can get them a little, you know, Tay Diggs type of nigga out there. But understand that they will be the facilitator of that relationship. Is they're not going to get money. Like, understand, like they become the trick. They are the trick down there. Like, you know,
there's a book about that.
I've heard like when they go travel, don't nobody really want to fuck with them in those countries.
But a lot of them bitches do be ugly and they do be fat. So when they go to Jamaica and shit, and there's a book called Pursuit. Type in Pursuit of Happiness, like a black woman, something to Google it to bring up the book. The book was written by a black woman. The book was written for Duke University Press. So it's actually a book that, like, if you're doing women's studies, it's one of the books they could pull from if they want to. This was written by a professor. And in the book, Dennis Sperling was talking about it, in the book, they literally map it out. It got to the point where they're like the trick situation where families were getting mad, where these women were like, even women in Jamaica were getting mad because and I'm not even, because how much they were going down there and they were spending, and they were trying to frame that shit like from some intersectional, we are getting empowerment, you know, the bullshit. That's the language they were writing in there. But these are stories. I was like, wow, you really snitching on black women, because this is like a real account and as to what was going on. And yeah, they are straight up tricks. Like, I was like, God damn. Anyway.
So Charles says, my family has been traveling to the Bahamas since the 80s. They have been getting smashed out in the Bahamas since the 80s. Smashed out.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Stella got a groove back.
Here's the thing about because Marcus, you was there, but there's another part of it, is that when you are an American woman, especially an American black woman, and you travel to some of these people of color dominated countries, you do not these women wind up not having a good time, because you can't go over there with your American attitude thinking that these men are going to bow down and roll over and kiss your ass. It don't work like that. You likely to get slapped up in the street talking that Americanness and come up missing than any. And there's a girl on TikTok, a black chick. She was, you know, doing the stupid TikTok dance, but she was showing all the countries that she was in. You know, she was doing the dance in all the countries where she was in, where she was wearing the burqa, when she went to Saudi Arabia and all of this shit. And she was saying none of these countries treated her, you know, she felt like none of those countries respected her. They didn't treat her with any respect. Like, yeah, like, because number one, you are a female traveling to a patriarchal country where the government is not on your side. You see what's going on in Iran right now. You know, they're having an all-out civil war. If you gave those women guns, it would be blood. It would be blood in the streets.
So you're going in and out, bro.
They're not playing.
No, go ahead. So we're gonna start closing this out. So the Great Escape, man, the Great Escape. We're gonna start.
Yeah, my point is.
No, finish your point, then I'm gonna go to Hannibal. Finish your point.
My point is, look, don't go down there. Don't go nowhere talking about bringing no chick back. That's the stupidest thing you can do. You know, if you take your ass down there, don't go over there because you chasing pussy. Go over there because you chasing peace. Flat out, you chasing peace. I already told Marcus, and if he's still gonna want me to drag him with me, like, I want to do Thailand first, and then the DR, and then I'll pick from there. But these are scouting missions. These are going on straight scouting missions.
Me and you had that chase pussy, chase peace conversation. I'll address that when it's my turn to talk. Let me read Chris Irby. I remember a white woman rejected a Kuwaiti man she got a little belligerent. The Kuwaiti man smacked the dog shit. Yeah, I don't say crap, I say shit. The dog shit out of her, and no one said a word. Yeah, don't go over there. Don't go over there doing that shit. He said, Janfar says, nah, the media is overhyping the Iranian thing. I'm not aware of this, so I won't speak on it. Hannibal, The Great Escape. Talk to me real quick.
Yeah, I just want to say, man, for all the young men that's out there, get your paper right and travel the world and leave this country so you can get peace. It's not about pussy all the time. I understand it feels good. We like to rub on booties and shit like that, but if you get you a woman, do not bring her around your family, especially the women in your family. Don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You have the right to cut your family off once you're able to take care of yourself. And it's not because you need to be evil towards them or you mad. You need a peace of mind, man. It's never personal. You got to protect your peace at all costs at this point. And stay in shape and eat right, man. That's all I got to say.
All right, good looking, bro. Thanks for jumping on here. All right. So, Hassani, talk to me.
Yo. Hey, first time I traveled outside the country, it was just a few years ago. I posted on Facebook that I was going down to DR, and every cousin and sister I knew on Facebook was telling me how they're prejudiced and they hate black folk and, they're going to rob you. And I went down there. It was a week and a half of people treating me well. All the things I heard that were bad about DR in rural DR just didn't happen. And it wasn't even as expensive as people told me it was going to be. Like right. I had just had to make a big expenditure. So I didn't really have a lot of money. So I thought I was going to go down there, and live like a pauper. But it cost me like $300 for the ticket. I went with some friends who spoke Spanish.
Right.
We stayed, we stayed in a villa, and it maybe cost me, splitting it between 4 or 5 people, cost me $200 for a whole week. Right. And the people there treated me awesome. The women looked up and they're like, "Oh my God, you're like Godzilla." I didn't have any type of attitude. Everybody was sweet. And even if you're saying, well, they were just trying to be nice to you for your money, but I don't get anybody to be nice to me here. So if you're one of these brothers who aren't having much success, dating, you're in your 30s, you minding your own business, try just saving up $800. And trust me, you could do a week and a half. You could do a week and a half plane ticket. Don't go to a resort. Just get you an Airbnb somewhere with a friend in DR, Panama. Go to one of these places where, Panama accepts the US dollar. Go there. But try just getting out of the country just for one weekend. Don't buy yourself a new pair of Jordans. Buy yourself some peace, nigga. That's all I gotta say.
What I'm trying to understand is, and thanks, bro. What I'm trying to understand is this idea, they sell you about, you're gonna go down there. They just acting nice to you because you got money. The bitches here don't act nice to you when you got money. They get you got money and they Marty McFly in the building. You got money and they acting crazy. One more round of likes, please, before we end this. One more round of likes before I continue. I'm looking. Let me see that number move. One more round of likes. Let me get some likes. Hit the like button, please. Let's go with the likes. Yes, I'm seeing it move. Yeah, that's right, niggas. I'm watching my likes. I want my motherfucking likes, nigga. These chicks, it's like, you ever watch, you gotta be old enough for this movie, The Last American Virgin with the steak attitude Prostitute. This is how these women carry carrying it. Like they still want they want their money. They'll eat the steak dinner that you paid for, looking at you crazy, like and be in their phone and shit, and then gonna tell you, oh, them bitches down there just treating you nice because you got money. Well, shit, they ahead of the game then.
Yeah.
Y'all bitches, I made a
think
short.
they saying something.
I made a short about it. Black women's pussy selling game is trash. Understand? I've been in that game. I've been around it. I've been around the strippers, the hoes, the escorts, and shit like that, bro. They're compared to other women. Yeah, Marty. Marty is kind of late, man. Marty McFly, man. You know, but they game is trash. You know, you go elsewhere or you. Listen, I've been in a club where there's black women and there's white women and Latinos and shit like that. And bro, there's the different approaches to how they approach the customer. I've been in that business, bro. You can't tell me shit. And yeah, Ed, you're right. We talk about colorism, but at the same time, the customer service is trash. They act like you owe them the bread, like you owe it to them. Like, nigga, I might, like the fucking pros is like, I might give you the pussy after you pay me. That's their attitude. And they talking about what down there they do. Oh, they only like you. Well, bitch, you don't like me, and I got it. And I got it. They give you the half-ass lap dance and all this other shit, and you paying them. Right? They don't even pretend to fuck with you. You know, they don't even pretend to like you. Oh, damn, he said he
last
never
time
got
I went to a strip club, that's what happened. That's exactly what happened.
So
the white girl was all over me, wanted me all the money. Then I switched off to the black chick, cute black chick. She act like she didn't even want to touch me.
Right. So, you know, listen, man, again, I tell dudes, it ain't even about, at this point, we could tell women, hey, man, you know, increase your product, increase yourself, your customer service, man. But at this point, fuck that. It's time to go to the other store, as far as I'm concerned. Bay, give me your last thoughts, man.
Well, I'll say it again. You know, just go for a week to each spot. Go on a scouting mission. You stay away from the tourist sections, because that's where you're going to run into the problems, the scammers and the prostitutes and everything. Take your ass out to the suburbs. Figure out how much the cost of living is there, because they're going to tax you on a house. They're going to tax you. But once you pay that tax, it's easy living. Easy living, you know. But don't go down there talking about trying to repatriate or whatever, move there or with anything less than 150. Anything less than 150. Because you'll find yourself right back here struggling and broke. But Good luck to you. Good luck out there. You know, when you go ahead and do it, good luck to you. But I'd advise you, if you are a man with family or children, you're here. You're stuck here. You're stuck here.
Yeah, man. So
and I'm gonna say this, and I'm glad you got me. This is a good segue. One of the reasons why they don't want you to leave is because, like, they don't even want you to leave for the first time. Is because they want you to be here as long as they can to hit you up with that STD, that FTD, that MTD, sexual transmitted disease, financially transmitted disease, child support, mentally transmitted disease, which is you being blue pilled like a motherfucker, being told, man, a single mother ain't that bad, shit like that. They need you to get caught the fuck up. Once you leave, that breaks that programming. I don't give a fuck if you leave and you don't fuck near a bitch, you don't talk about near a bitch. Just being out in a different atmosphere. And I'm talking about really going, that will have you thinking about shit that you ain't supposed to be thinking about. It's like giving a nigga a book. Even though he don't know how to read, guess what? He know there's words on here, and he knows there's things here that's important. This is why they didn't want us to learn how to read. That's how it is overseas. And you know this is true because you got dudes where it ain't none of their business what you doing, but somehow they acting like you slapping their mama the way they talking. And I'll leave it at that.
No doubt. Once you take anyone or anything, animal, person, whatever, out of a toxic environment, shit changes. Understand that, you know, dudes are not down there fighting over pussy. Dudes are not out there, you know, shooting niggas up because they chicks is acting up to other people, and you know, all this proxy violence and all this other crazy shit that goes on here. You know, all of this, you know, dog attack dog shit that motherfuckers do here. That shit don't exist in these places, man. You know, it's too much abundance there. And you know, at the end of the day, man, you know, all of these things, like I said, is deeper than just the women. It's the whole environment here. As far as what Bay said about, you know, going down, I'm gonna say this, Bay. I don't care what niggas go down there for. I don't care if they go down there to fuck around, or if they go down there to find a future, find a wife, settle down, whatever the case may be. I don't care, because different guys are going to be at different places in their lives, right? When they go down there, if they go down there, they have some fun. Maybe they'll not stay. Maybe they'll come back and say, you know what? Maybe now I'm ready to come down and kick it. Like it doesn't matter. Again, you know, we ain't 20, but a lot of these guys are younger than us, and they dealing with the same dumb shit that we talking about. So maybe when they get down there, that ain't their path just yet. I don't care why you go down there. It's like saying, well, don't go down there until you're ready for that. Stay here and deal with this bullshit until then. No, what I will suggest is don't go down there and simp, because you don't have to. Not only that, but you will poison the well for everybody else that's going down there for this reason. Understand, you don't want to westernize and you know, create the gynocracy in the places that motherfuckers are going. You don't want to create
that culture off towards American brothers, because you down there treating every woman like a damn prostitute. You know. No, but there's prostitutes down there. See, there's areas, again, I've been there. Cool. So look, there's areas where they're selling pussy. Just because you going down there buying pussy doesn't create an atmosphere. No, so there's regular, just like here, there's regular women and there's hoes. There's hoes down there, there's regular women. So you know, you can't be trying to treat the regular women like hoes, is what I'm saying. Listen, if a regular woman, if they are regular woman, they ain't selling pussy. You can't convert them if that's what it's about with them. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't be down there treating these regular chicks like they prostitutes, because you're gonna turn the people in the culture against us, because you have no respect for their women. They don't play that shit. Know where you are. You ain't in America, motherfucker. They'll chop your ass up for that shit. Okay, I don't know about any cases of this. I don't know. Bro. Listen. Your brother, your sisters, like you're a fucking prostitute. I'm gonna tell you this. Before you say all of this shit, and Bay, you my man, but if you ain't, because you ain't been down there, what you're saying is it doesn't sound crazy to you. You're speaking from. But I'm talking about the human condition. Listen to me. If somebody came to my daughter or sister like she was a prostitute, man, there's niggas out there selling their daughters and their sisters, man. I get that. But I'm just saying, get out of your Americanized shit, bro. Down there, it's a different thing. If chicks are not, if they're not hoeing, you can't. You ain't a pro. Oh nah, I ain't on it like that. Okay, keep it moving. That's it. Yeah, that's what's right. This is what I'm talking about. Go down there. The village ain't about to jump on you, bro. Better hope not, bro. You say something to the wrong chick, bro. I've been down there. It's not what you talking about. I know, but you wasn't doing that shit. I know, nigga. We was in bro. Again, we were in Sasua. Everybody's like that in Sasua. Listen. You're not getting it, man. Listen. Let's not argue about me wanting brothers to be safe. Okay, so yeah,
just be careful what you drink down there. That's all I'm gonna say. But at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, for whatever reason you go out there, man, of course, be safe. But at the end of the day, I'm telling dudes the same way I gave dudes the challenge to save up money for emergency. What I need, this is the new challenge. Get your fucking passport. I don't give a fuck if you're traveling 6 months, 6 weeks, or 6 years. Get your passport.
Tell them how much it costs.
Just get it. Just get it to have.
$160. That's less than a pair of fucking Jordans.
Just get the passport. Put the bread together. Get the pictures. All the process that you need to do. Go to the post office. Get the application. Fill that shit out and start putting. Start the process of getting your passport. Just to have. You need it. You need to have it. It's, to be honest, it's the highest level of ID in the U.S. It's higher than a driver's license and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? You go to any DMV with a passport, you don't need 6 points of ID or whatever amount of ID you need to get a new license or whatever. You bring that passport, nigga, that's the big joker. Okay? Get your passport. Do it online, whatever, because it's gonna take a minute to get to you. I don't care if you're traveling anytime soon. Go get the shit. Black men, you need your passports for more reasons than going to these countries and fucking with women. All right, for more reasons than that. Ed already said it. There's employment opportunities that's overseas too. So you might need that. You know what I'm saying? Said, nigga, if you want to go there and do whole shit, do your shit. Just don't do any violent or rude shit. And that's facts. So, at the end of the day, we about to get out of here, but just keep your options open because, this shit, I don't care what side of the political spectrum you're on or whether you're dating black, white, Hispanic in America. At the end of the day, a lot of these women are on their, Western woman first world shit. All right. So at the end of the day, no matter who you're dating in America, the laws here are not working in your favor, whether it's relationship wise or defend yourself wise or all of that shit, man. All the shit is working against you. Uppity Negro swag, gents. Have your passports. This shit that we are dealing with is beneath us. Who put their cools out on my floor, niggas? Get on your Billy Ray Valentine shit and say, fuck this shit. Stop being dictated to by bum bitches. By bum bitches. Stop being dictated to by bum bitches. And we out of here, man. Board a plane, wherever. Nationally, internationally. Don't fly a bitch out. Fly you out. Okay? Get on some fly shit. Stop paying for these dates. Do your own shit. Make your own moves. Go to Miami. Go to Houston. Go somewhere where there's some hoes at. Fuck with them hoes, man. This was Saturday Night Live. The Great Escape, man. Escape this motherfucker. We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do. Peace, fellas. 100. We out of here.